My administration is going to sponsor the utility bills again next year. It's been defeated 5 times in the Senate because the water boys in the Senate have been able to carry enough water to extinguish this legislation and put it out. But I'm going to ask that the severance taxes be passed and that the tax on utilities be repealed in order to give the people of Alabama some relief and place some of the burden of taxation on those who are able to pay. The severance tax will not hit the average citizen, but the 4% utility tax hits them very tough in these years of inflation, and I would like to see that tax repealed on the people of Alabama. I have asked that it be repealed several years in the past, but it was always defeated in the committees of the legislature.
The governor also took time today to speak out against miniatures. The governor said his view was a matter of consumer protection and did not rule out the possibility of supporting legislation that would keep the little bottles on Alabama shelves. Bill Weaver, WSFA TV News at the state capitol.
That Alabama, with the exception of Texas, is the only state in the Union since 1971, and I took those figures because I went in office at that time, the second, third time. The only 2 states that have raised consumer taxes. And we struggle along, and we have some so-called crises, so the papers, make up. It's a tremendous crisis, when they get through writing about it. And then it's just patchwork here and there, but we've gotten along without raising any more taxes on it. I think that's a good record to be one of the only 2 states since the year 1971 not to raise any consumer taxes on the people of our state. And yet there are some things we'd like to have and maybe need, but we've just got to get sometime to the point that you cannot solve all the problems of mankind by throwing more of the low and middle income taxpayers' money at the problem and solve it. It doesn't solve it. It just compounds it. And the state of New York is another example involving school systems and everything. The more money they've thrown at it, the worse it's gotten. So I think we do pretty well. Maybe not perfect, but at least we're not burdening the people of our state. Although I'm not sure what will happen when the new tax structure goes into existence, that the Senate of Alabama fiddled around and didn't pass a program to hold them down, because it seems that they said if we could just meet once a year instead of once every 2 years, we wouldn't have to have special sessions. We'd solve our problem. And when they get up there in the session, all they do is talk, the session ends, and they don't have anything accomplished.